In the last video, we have talked about the data structure for the staking feature we have in the ICO contract. In this video, we'll try to understand the data structure for the referral system we have included in the ICO project, that how the user will get the referral and what kind of recurring model we are following, because it can be a one-time referral, it can be a continuous referral. So what kind of referral system you want to include in the project and what type of referral system we have included in this particular ICO tab. So let me give you a complete walkthrough. So if you look at the UI component for the referral, you will find that we are displaying multiple data where we are keeping the track of number of referral a user have got, and this one is going to be individual based on the wallet address. The second one is that how many token they have earned as a referral, so that's what we're keeping the track, and we are displaying the percentage of reward they will get on the referral. And the fourth one is that we are displaying the details about the referral ID which they have used for registering in the smart contract. So this is the general information we are displaying about an account, and here you will find that we are displaying the referral URL, so they can simply copy and they can share in a different platform. And here we are displaying the data about the referral which they are earning. So currently you will find that, and if you look at the referral amount, this particular account earned 205 token as a referral, and here you will find the entire stat about the transaction happening in the referral section of the contract. So we are displaying the details about the referral, that which referral ID got used, how much percentage of referral this particular account earned on based on the quantity which the user have purchased. So you will find the address, the total purchase of the token, and percent of like 50 token as a referral, which is the equivalent to 5%. So for developing this particular feature in the smart contract, we have to keep few things in mind. So first, we have to track down the address. That's the first thing. Second thing is that we have to keep the track of the account details, that whether this particular account has done any kind of purchase previously or there is no purchase. That's the thing we have to keep in track. And we have to also keep the track that whether this particular account has used any referral ID, because like if I'm giving my referral ID to anyone else, I can use someone else's referral ID. So I have to make the relationship to identify that ID, or you can call it address. That's the second thing. The third thing which you have to keep in mind about the transaction and the percentage which you are providing. So when there is a referral will happen, there is two transaction is going to be happen. One, the token transfer would be to the one which will buy the token, and the percentage of the token which you're going to provide to the referral user. So when there is a buy function of the token transaction happening, one is going to the buyer, and second one is for referral. So this is the two transaction is happening in a buying function. So we have to keep the track and update the entire transaction history, because we have a feature where we are displaying all the transaction happening in our smart contract in terms of buying stable coin, in terms of staking, in terms of buying the token using any one of the payment method like USDT and ETH. So we have to display the appropriate transaction history in the component, so user can able to track down and update all the data based on the user information. Like the referral data will go to the referral user, and the actual data for the transaction will go to the transaction user. So that's all the things we have to manage to distribute the data in our global object, so we can easily able to fetch and pass down to the front-end UI component. So that's what we have in the referral system. So it's going to have few things. First, is going to have a function where user can update the referral ID, and this referral ID is going to be the address. So we're going to have a separate function in our smart contract where user can give the address and they can register the user and use them as a referral ID. That's the first function. The second function we're going to have is the URL based referral system. It's going to be exactly the same. User can simply copy that one and share, and when someone will use their referral ID, it is going to automatically trigger the pop-up model and they can confirm the transaction, and that user would be registered straight away in the contract as a referral user to that particular void address. So whenever the already address will make the transaction, it will earn the commission. So we have a very simple function. We have like referral percentage which we are providing, like it's 5% referral I'm giving, 5%. Second thing is to keep the track of the void address. Third thing is to update the update function which allow us to update that manually or based on the URL. It will be automatically, and that's the thing we have. And then we have to also keep the track of the history in the referral section, so we can feed the data. So we can say like data or history, you can call it history. So this is the simple architecture we have, which automatically get combined with the existing feature to pass on the data to the different business logic, as well as providing the feature in the referral model. So now I hope you have understood. Few things we have to keep in mind. Let me show you the smart contract which we have right up here. So you will have a proper understanding. So you can see we are following 5% referral. We are keeping the track of the user in terms of array, and that how many users have used the referral ID. We are using the referral ID addresses. So we are matching the addresses with the addresses. That's what we have here. You can able to find the ID which we are generating for every single referral. And here we have the transaction history, which we are simply updating, and type of payment and the buyer. That's what we have, which keep the track of the entire transaction history. And if you come back here, we have a function for register. So this will be triggered automatically. User can simply call it straight away by giving the address, or they can simply share the URL. And whenever there is a URL available for the referral ID in the browser, it will automatically trigger and do the registration. And that's the only thing we have, because we have to focus on the registration, and the entire calculation will happen automatically within the contract. So I hope you have understood that how this thing will work, because this is the architecture which we're going to follow in the contract when we'll start writing it. So you have to understand this one. Okay. So this is the second business logic we have in our smart contract. So that's the only thing I want to cover in this video. I don't want to extend this video. And in the next video, we'll talk about the stable coin purchase system we have in the contract.